cup of soda right on top of keyboard. Whoa, Woden. It's a new set. You're looking quite regal there, Sage.
I have many, many wares. May your feet find good trails.
Oh, there's Patty.
One more come outside, help me summon Petty.
I'm right behind you.
Oh, good. We can actually use mounts pretty much through the whole first part here. I see you went with your dark and ferocious look there, Hope.
Yeah, I didn't change it.
You could have just said that, you know, that's what you wanted to go for the intimidation factor. We would have believed you.
Maybe. This is my PvP mog. I've been doing a lot of PvP this week.
That's right, getting ready to lead the guild, aren't you?
You know.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, how does everyone feel about a PvP Sunday this Sunday?
Yes.
I'll be here.
I will make an appearance.
If I can get on, I will be here.
Why do you feel terrible about it, Mir? What's Patty up to? She declined my invite.
Maybe her screen was loading still. I don't know.
Well, we can clear trash for now. Until we get a response of some sort.
How much of that pack goes back?
Well, one of the potential activities that we can pursue would be doing a war game where we get to split into groups of a minimum of 5 people and fight each other.
That'd be fun.
We ready for trash?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you shoot Patty another invite?
Yeah, I did. Figures. New raid is out. Lagging.
What's the fat?
Oh.
There's a new raid?
Yes! Antorus, the Burning Throne.
Is that why there's dead bodies everywhere?
Big PvP match out there.
Oh, how cool. Do you guys mind trying to use the restroom? Looks like I just walked in the block.
Go ahead.
Wash your hands.
I will.
Yes. It's downright depressing how many times I see people come out of the restroom and not wash their hands. I learned how to open doors with my feet specifically because of going to convenience stores, which we do often in the mornings before when we're running errands at work, and seeing people come out of the toilet stall and then just go right for the door.
Yes, I flush with my feet too.
Most urinals up here anymore are auto flushers, so that's no longer an issue. It figures. I wasn't lagging at all last night. So, apparently the allied races that they've announced so far for the next expansion are going to be the ones available initially, but supposedly there will be others that will come out later on.
Jump.
Yeah, I'm guessing we jump.
Yep.
No going back now?
Everybody read their information on the map.
Alright, give me 1 second here.
Tank-wise, all it says we ran away from the boss when targeted by a failed bombardment.
Okay, this guy is not him. I don't think it's just trash.
It might be. Oh, yeah, I think this guy's trash. Mini boss or something.
Yeah, he's an annihilator. We're looking for the world breaker.
Mm-hmm.
We ready?
Did you guys do a feast already?
Not
No,
yet.
feed us.
I don't think this is the boss.
It's not.
Maybe he comes down after. I don't know.
Okay, I'm
We'll
back.
find it. We'll find it.
Oh yeah, I think this is just a trash thing we have to kill, and then the big guy comes down. Oh no, I think this might be the boss.
Yeah, I hope he gets
Right
bigger.
now.
He's only at 486 mil.
Yeah, it's not the boss, but he uses similar abilities. Like those green circles that he put down, where people will have to soak those. At least one person, but more people can stand in them.
Okay, so it's
If
kind of like
people are
getting us
standing-
ready for the boss.
Yeah. The bosses look just like that.
It's a warm-up boss.
It's Fell Reaver 10.0.
It does do damage, or it spreads the damage amongst everyone that's hit. So additional people in each circle reduces the damage each person takes.
Look at the bright side. At least he doesn't talk like Deconstructor.
Yeah.
Contact. Deploying arsenal.
Back up, back up.
We're gaining ground. Press the attack.
We're not ready yet.
Light forged. Fall back. Champions, bring that monstrosity down.
Alright, I think Cyborg is on his way. And while we're waiting for Cyborg... I need to restart real quick and see if that can do something about my lag, because it's horrible right now. Iron, you and Tier both have assist.
I'll be right back.
Be right back too.
Logging back in. Alright, I'm back. Alright, oh, is Cyborg still coming? Looks like he's still in the Vindicar.
Yeah, we've jumped down. Can't really run out to some.
Oh, he just went offline. Go ahead and toss me lead again. Sage, what happened to your transmog? Quite understandable. Alright, well, we'll re-invite Cyborg if he comes back on. Alright, the first boss here is not too difficult. Basically, at 60% and 20%, he's going to go into a mode where we have to kill one of his two cannons before he finishes his channeling ability. Otherwise, we all die. Whichever cannon we destroy, the ability that that cannon does is no longer active. So the last 20% is essentially a burn phase where we don't have to worry. The two cannons are the Decimator and the Annihilator. And the abilities that they do, Decimation targets random people. If you get it, you just have to run out of the group. Or wait, no. Oh, okay. Well, we've all experienced our share of those this expansion. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Decimation is the one that you need to run out of the group with. It does leave circles behind. That's where the bombs or whatever land. So basically when you get Decimation, you want to run out, wait till the circles appear, and then it's safe to move back. Annihilation is the green circles that we stand in. It's not a ton of damage. It looks like 1.1 million. So even one person can soak it relatively safely, but multiple people will drastically reduce the threat that it does. So try to get at least one, preferably two people in each green circle. There should always be one by the melee, but the others will be scattered out, so the ranged and healers will have to stand in those. And yeah, for that tank swap you mentioned, Tier, you just have to run. The other tank has to taunt, and you just run away from the boss as fast as you can, because the further away you are, the easier it is to not get hit by the missiles. After we destroy one of the cannons at 60%, he'll do an AoE ability that will hit everyone. That's Eradication. We just have to run the whole way back here then. The farther you are away from him, the less damage you take. So once he's going to do that, we all run back here and group up. He does that, and then we go forward and pick him up again. I'm thinking that we'll take out the Decimation cannon, because that seems like more of the pain in the ass type of one. We'll take out that one first, and then the Annihilator cannon will do it 20%.
Oh, 1 second, I forgot to eat my food buff. Alright, I'm counting down.
5,
Yep,
4,
everyone's ready.
3, 2, 1.
Enemy combatants
No
detected.
countdown?
Threat level none.
I did the countdown.
Uh-oh.
Weapon system
Might be lagging so badly I can tell it.
locked.
Don't.
I saw it.
It's not a good sign for me.
Targets acquired.
Yeah, we will definitely target the decimation cannon first. Ah, man.
Targets acquired.
Okay, I'm lagging so bad right now I cannot see at all what's
I'm out of range.
happening on my screen.
Don't.
None alive. Targets
The decimation circle is much larger than the annihilation ones. You want to get out of the decimation circles, but stand in the annihilation ones.
cannon prime for annihilation. Targets acquired for decimation.
I'm lagging so bad right now, I'm not 100% sure what his HP is. So if someone who's not lagging calls it out when he gets to 60, please.
Leave none
He's
alive.
75 right now.
I need to be closer.
Yep, on my screen he just got to 75.
Targets acquired. Cannon prime for annihilation. Targets acquired for decimation.
Okay, I got a message that I was targeted for decimation, but I have no idea if or when it landed. Alright, here we go. Target the decimation cannon. I can't. Alright, it's the one on the right. Everyone on the decimator. It's down already.
Run away.
Okay, run away from him. On my screen, the decimator still has 50% health. That's how far behind I am.
You want me to left?
Is it safe for me to run back?
Yes.
Alright, now we won't have to worry about decimation anymore. Now we just have annihilation, but there will be more of them. So we need more people to help participate in those. Try ranged and healers. Try to stay away from the far left side of the arena there. Leave that open for the tanks to run if you can. If there is a circle over there to stand in, then obviously you have to stand in it. But as soon as it explodes, then get away and just leave that side of the room open for the tanks to run. What's his HP at now?
42.
Oh, that's weird. I seem to have popped back up.
Do you want me to left at any point in time here? Maybe after
yeah,
the
I'd say
last,
when he gets to about.
cannon?
Yeah, that would be the best time. Alright, where are we at HP wise?
25.
Jesus. Still at 33 on my screen. Alright, kill the other cannon.
It's down.
Alright, back to the back then. Just gonna do the eradication. Alright, let's finish him off. Go ahead and lock.
Actually, it doesn't have to the inhalation or whatever.
That's pretty easy, right?
Is he dead?
0.5.
Almost. No, he's dead.
Holy crap. Oh, a bunch of people didn't get their quest item.
so you can hit the priority
That's their hope.
Our forces are moving towards Legion High Command. Buy us all the time you can.
My first upgrade.
Do we loot anything?
Yeah, the corpse is over here. You have to stand about where I'm standing and you can click on it.
Daggone.
Yep, normal drops 930.
That's a 940.
Oh, nice. Warforged.
I can equip that, can't I?
Wait, why did that send us back up here? Oh, I see. That's so we can leave if we want to. If we wish to go forward, we go to the left here. Well, I apologize for how horribly I'm lagging right now. I'm not much good at the moment.
I need to get closer.
Well, I would say that was
I
an
have
excellent
many
job,
lucky
everyone.
tools you like.
Probably was successful because Sage changed her transmog back to her boss one.
Gotta be the reason.
Absolutely.
Pirate mode. Thought you were in your dark, corrupted mode. Speaking of pirates, I feel like the best cinematic pirate ever is Long John Silver, played by Charlton Heston, in the Treasure Island film starring Jim Hawkins, or Christian Bale as Jim Hawkins. Discuss.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Probably not many people have. He's I think Christian Bale's like 15 or 16. It's an exception. Christopher Lee's in it too.
Incoming Legion ships! Take cover!
Of course, a close second is Joffrey Rush as Captain Barbossa. Reaver. I just acquired that transmog last week. It is one of the more distinctive pole arms.
The green slime pool is summoning wares.
Send them the green pool.
I wonder if the trash drops anything in here or has a possibility to.
Yeah, there is a possibility for world drops.
Sorry, I'm eating SpaghettiOs and between my pools because I haven't had dinner yet.
Oh, that's okay. By all means, you need sustenance.
And I'm eating SpaghettiOs because I need to go grocery shopping. Because SpaghettiOs aren't as good as I once thought they were.
Eat them cold out of the can, they're better.
That's gross. They already taste like a can. How was Rodney Carrington?
Antorus has left us a
Oh,
few
you
of
must
his
be so
favorite
excited.
pets to play with. Remove these abominations from the battlefield.
Are you gonna show your boobs?
No, I... Ask him to play Who Put the Dick on the Stone Man.
Cool.
Titties and bear. Oh, well, this does not look good. This is a weird looking thing.
Yeah, we fight the two dogs, and they get enraged if they're within 40 yards of each other. So basically, one of you will tank one of them pretty much there, and then we'll pull the other one to the other side of the room. The ranged and healers will stand in the middle of the room. That way you can, if you do dots and stuff, you can dot them both up. There's no tank swap either. Just need to use cooldowns whenever they use their Maw abilities, and make sure you keep them pointed away from people.
Guess I'll take the purple one. It seems demon hunterish.
The abilities that they use are at 33% and 100% energy. But their energy doesn't regenerate constantly, so sometimes the abilities happen separately and sometimes they will overlap.
You would take the fiery one from hell. The other one's blue fire, which is going to hurt more.
Purple fire. Alright, anyway. At the orange one at 33% will do the Desolate Gaze, which will target a couple people, and it'll create a line of fire between him and the targets. So if you get targeted with it, you need to maneuver so that there's no one between you and him in a straight line. Or alternatively, not if you're off by yourself, you can also not move and encourage people that are between you and him to move out of the way. There probably won't be too many people with this size of a group. But then at 100%, he does his other ability, which we need to kind of spread out for at least 8 yards apart. No,
What just
excuse me.
happened?
We need to stack up,
Where
and
did they
then.
go?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, I don't know.
There's
Anyway,
a
when
bunch
he
of
does
crews running at us.
that, we need to stack up, and then anyone who gets the inflamed debuff has to run out of the group. The other one, will the shadow one, sorry, what's his face, Shadug, will throw out an orb that will start pulling people towards it. All you do is run away from that. Now it can get tricky whenever there are other abilities out, but you don't want to get sucked into the orb because you will take damage. So run away from the orb whenever it's out. If you get targeted with corruption, you need to move away from other people, because when he starts siphoning you, you'll do damage. Sorry, you need to stack on other people so that you spread the damage out that you take. And then at 100, he hits everyone with damage, which is another stacking ability. And the idea being that we need to make sure for those stacking ones, if they line up with the orb, we need to make sure that we're not stacking where the orb is and that we're moving away from it kind of as a group.
Oh, do I have a deal for you? Hurry back!
Seemed to imply that the melee should be on the purple dude. I guess that's to ensure that the orb doesn't end up landing on top of the melee.
Is there a certain way you want us to split up?
The ranged and healers will be in the middle, like grouped loosely, so you can either spread or group up quickly as the need requires. For taunting purposes, I'd recommend taunting both of them at about the same time, and whoever's picking up Shatug, I would recommend taunting him when he's over this direction as far as he gets. Alright, everyone is ready.
Can you call out which one you want us to DPS?
You can DPS either one of them, they share health.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
If you have dots, though, you can also throw them on both of them to double your damage. I don't really know if we have any dotty classes here, but
I don't.
Yeah, since he goes over to the other side.
5, 4.
go ahead and start the
3,
countdown.
2, 1.
Oh, I'm still not seeing it. That's weird. I wonder if something happened to my DBM. Alright, you need people to help stand in your, you need extra people to stand in your circles whenever you get that. Sorry. I am lagging again, so I will try to point stuff out if I see it, but I might not see it till after it's already happened. Alright, there's the orb. Apparently Hopefully it moves in a straight line. Alright, that was the Desolate Gaze.
That tickled.
Yeah, it's definitely a thick beam. Alright, here's the Siphon again. Try not to overlap each other's, but do help people. It's always a good idea. You need to make sure you run directly away from the center of the orb to get out of it. And a speed boost is always helpful in that regard. Alright, we need to group up for AoE heals. If you get inflamed, you need to run out. Alright, we're good.
When they do that, do I need to run to the group?
You know.
Okay, I want to make sure.
Because if they get close enough to each other, their enrage goes up, their damage increases by 100%. I'm thinking melee should probably move to the red guy, because it seems like the orb spawns on top of the purple guy and then moves out from there. And then everyone else, alright, the orb is out. Make sure you don't get sucked into it. Move. You want to start running away from it before it gets to you.
It seems to pull you more the closer you are, too.
Yes, it does, but you can escape it even if you get in the borders. The key is to run straight away from it. Alright, we're gonna get the fire guy's ultimate here again, or his 100 energy one, so if you get inflamed, stay out of the group, everyone else can group up for AoE heals. Ability's not hitting too hard. Alright, share the circles.
Beware.
Do we have a battle red?
You make it up Mirror or Shibaru? Shibaru.
Go ahead and get Cookies up. She was the first one that went down.
You made it left.
I would use it during the next ultimate, or the next 100 ability. Boost the healers.
That's your phone?
Yeah, my dad's calling.
Next ring.
Heck yeah, shipping up to Boston. Alright, help people that get siphoned.
I have both.
Yeah, I saw that.
I just
I
ran
stepped
away
out
from
of
the dude.
Beware.
Oh, did you go ahead and lust as well?
After the siphon.
No, go ahead and do it now. You already did it, so.
I'm out of range.
Watch the orb there. Oh wow, it disappeared.
I need to get closer.
I think with the siphon, it looks like we want to try to get at least one other person in it, but there's enough of them that we're not going to be able to overlap more than that. Oh, you know what? They, it seems like they rotate. Alright. Move away from other people if you get inflamed. Watch the orb there. Alright, if you see that red beam, make sure you don't stand in it if it's not on focused on you. Seems like overlapping those is not too bad.
Beware.
Right, good job.
That's 2 demons down, but countless more await the attention of your blade.
Oh, apparently you gotta go loot the other guy's corpse. Congrats there, gun. Is that an upgrade?
Can you hear him?
No,
I'll take those mittens from anybody if they don't need them.
Mittens.
Hand wraps, mittens, same thing.
Oh, the gauntlets.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummels, like you.
The handguards?
The gauntlets.
No. Hand guards.
But what they are is gauntlets.
Right.
Did you want those?
Yes, please. Sorry. Shiny things popping on my screen. I'm distracted.
Champions, there is a disturbance close to your location, the likes of which I haven't felt since the opening of the Dark Portal. If the
Alright, it looks
Legion is
like
using that
we're gonna
hub
have to go through
gather
the halls of the
reinforcements,
Boundless
then
Reach
it must be destroyed before we are
to
overwhelmed.
get to the next area. And I need to go change my clothes around, so I will be right back.
Oh, we can mount.
Sage, I put you on follow. Don't lead me into pits of darkness or walls.
Do we have enough here so we can do the trash?
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm not dead. You must have performed your job admirably, Sage. Sewing. Oh, I have bad memories of sewing.
Every world in Yours is next.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, you know what? I guess it doesn't matter which boss we do next, but technically, I guess the Antoran High Command is who we should be doing next. Because that's the last boss in the outer areas.
How do you get to her?
Let me see. I think we have to kill this trash over here. And that will open up some sort of a pathway. But I might be wrong.
You're never wrong.
Kill, kill, kill.
It does happen on occasion.
Stack them up like cordwood.
Aha! I knew something would happen.
Pretty.
Those portals have health.
Oh, then we should kill them.
Good eye.
They have a lot of health. I might need to start switching to my AoE spec when we're doing this kind of stuff.
I think you guys need to come together on that chain.
Huh?
They're like a green cell chain between them.
Come together right now.
I recognize the trappings of the generals commanding the Legion's forces. Before Sargeras took our world, these generals marshaled our armies and brought peace to Argus. They betrayed everything we stood for when they accepted his body. There can be no redemption, only retribution.
did everyone see the Avengers Infinity War trailer that premiered today?
No, well, I almost did, but I was too busy looking at the fact that Matt Lauer got fired from NBC.
Oh, yeah, I didn't read into that too much. I never liked him. They should have fired him years ago when he wanted a raise.
Just a-hole.
And, did you like the trailer?
I didn't get to see it.
I was asking Sage, she said she did.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was all about me.
Well, I quite enjoyed the Avengers movies. Oh, what didn't you like about Thor? Yeah, I actually liked the Dark World better, but that was because I thought Malekith was an exceptional villain. I wasn't super thrilled with how they portrayed Surtur. He should have been more Norse, epic looking than devil looking.
The worst Avengers was that Civil War. Oh god, that's awful.
What? Civil War was one of the best superhero movies there was.
The one with the fight between Iron Man and Captain America?
Yeah, it was exceptionally well done.
Terrible. I was bored to tears.
Oh, they did an excellent job of setting up the driving force behind the eventual fight.
Well, I hated it.
Well, yeah, I really like the way they've handled Iron Man. His own movies weren't the best, but they've really made him into a strong core component of the Avengers across the cinematic universe. He's my favorite after Thor.
I loved all the Iron Man movies. Except for Civil War. That's
No, I missed it.
Oh man.
It'll probably return.
Oh good, Danielle missed it too. I'm not the only one.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you can't see this yet, New Hope.
It's glowy.
Oh, look what it's doing now. Shoot, you missed it.
Dang it.
Well, I guess whoever wants to. Alright, basically, well, this is a 3-boss fight, or a council fight, and periodically one of them will hop out of their pods. We fight that one until they hop back in, and then we move around the circle to the next one when it hops out of its pod. The boss that's out of its pod just melees the tank basically and does, I think, a cone. So you just keep him faced away from the group. The other two ones that are in their pods do the abilities. There's ads that get summoned. When the ads get summoned, the caster ad is the priority. It's, yes, I can do feast. Its pyroblast needs to get interrupted. The melee ads are a lesser issue, but they do need to die before the next wave of lesser ads comes. Alright, I'm back, sorry. I had a phone call. Alright, Chaos Pulse can be dispelled. Early on, it's not going to be a big deal. Later on, as more people get it, we might need to start dispelling it if it becomes a problem damage-wise. But it doesn't do a ton of damage, I don't believe. Also, the Chaos Pulse can be used by the person who's in the pod. That's Chaos Pulse is available in all the pods. So you want to keep the debuff from that up on the bosses. They'll take additional damage. Whenever we're fighting the Admiral, whoever's in the pod, we'll use the other ability on the ads mostly. Make sure that you drop it. It's called Withering Fire. Whoever it does it, you need to make sure you drop that ability on top of at least the caster ad, since the melee ads tend to jump around a bit. Alright, you can't stay in the pod for longer than 45 seconds. So the recommendation is that you jump out after 40. Healers will need to spot heal the person in the pod to keep them up, because they'll take damage. And if you stay in there longer than 45 seconds, you die instantly. So for a full, I think we're going to have at least 3 people doing the pods. Because each guy is out for 90 seconds. Alright, so after the Admiral jumps back in, then the guy on the right here hops out. There won't be any ads when we first fight the Admiral. The first wave of ads will come once we're on the other guy's pod here. On this one, we gotta watch out for a shield that'll pop up. We can hide under the shield. Or there's an emitter that we click that spawns the shield, rather. And we group up under that for the ability Fusillade. Or Fusillade. We need at least 3 of the emitters for each phase. And then we only need 1 active at a time, because you can't stack extra emitters. Yeah, I'm just trying to go over the most important stuff, and then we'll just start the fight and see how it goes and learn as we go.
Which one is this boss called on the adventure guide?
The Antoran High Command. Once we're on the last one here, whenever we're not on the engineer's pod, rather, he will throw mines down. Anyone who's in the general's pod can use his special ability to clear mines. So you want to make that a priority. Tank-wise, it also recommends, like, once we start the fight here and pull the Admiral, you'll want to start slowly moving her towards the engineer's pod. That way you're ready to pick up the next one as soon as they hop out. Who wants to help with pods? All right.
We ready?
All right, Grins. So we'll have Shib go in a pod first. The first pod to go in will be the one behind the Admiral. You want to stay in there for 40 seconds, and then as soon as you get to, I assume there'll be a stack of something that pops up, and whenever it gets to 40, that's when you want to exit the pod immediately.
What do you think this thing is here in the middle?
It's like a map of our world.
Obviously a holographic projection. Azeroth in the center.
Holy crap! I didn't even look up. That's awesome.
All right, everyone's ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is one engagement you will not walk away from.
Oh, wait, I was gonna say you don't have to drag her over there immediately.
Oh, my bad.
It said to slowly pull them closer. Alright, let's cleave the ads down. Oh, that was relatively quick. Keep working on the ads here while you guess the boss. Watch out for mine. You don't want to stray too far away because the guys jump to people and melee can't cleave them whenever they're, super far.
Watch your step.
I think this is the reason that it recommends moving. I think this is why it recommends moving them slowly, so that the mines aren't all spawning where we're going next.
Alright. Yeah, 2 or 3 of those exposed weaknesses probably we'll be able to take.
Don't.
Watch your step.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Get the pyromancer down first. We definitely have to group up more. Alright, we need someone on an emitter. Get one of those up somewhere. Looking for one, but I'm not seeing one. Oh, there's one right there. Alright. Okay, good. Everyone cluster under the shield. Try not to hit any mines. Yeah, I think the mines explode and hit everyone. Oh, don't click emitters until they do slide. And then when you see the emitter popped up, or when you see the shield popped up, make sure everyone gets in the shield. We really got to focus on cleaving these ads down here because we don't want it starting to get overwhelmed.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. There were a couple of emitters out there. Part of the problem was we had mines all over the place already in that zone. Basically, you want to tank her where she's standing initially, and then once we get close to the end of her phase, that's when we slowly move towards the next pod.
Alright, when does her phase end? Will she reach to a certain health?
No, after 90 seconds.
Alright.
This lag is so frustrating.
Probably after this attempt I need to go.
Okay.
Ow. Evidently the elevator will smash and kill you.
Oh no.
So don't stand under it.
Yeah, that's good to know. Elevator boss.
Yeah,
Who's laughing now?
that hurt.
Well,
You did it
Goes
too.
to the elevator.
seems like my worst lag at the moment is World, so I wonder if there's like issues from the patch or something.
Mine's World 2. I'm over 500 MS.
Yeah,
I'm doing good so
I'm
far.
over
I'm at 51.
1200.
Oh wow.
I was at 8,000 on the first boss for a short time. That's why you guys had already killed the first cannon and I could still see it at 50% health.
Mine's at 28.
I don't want to hear it.
Do you want to be low or high?
Low.
Oh. See, I thought I thought that was bad.
Under 100 is excellent. Under 200 is good. Under 300 is eh. 3 to 400 is not very great. Above that, and you start to have noticeable drops in performance. Severely interferes with rotation, and beyond 500 or 600, your ability to play is drastically reduced because it's difficult to avoid things that you can't see happening. I am acquainted with virtually every stage of latency.
I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back.
Well, if we're gonna lose tier after this pool, that'll probably be our last pool, so let us make it a good one.
Who's the Mooloon-tastic guy? We knew him, right?
What?
The Mooloon-tastic guy.
Who is the Mooloon-tastic guy?
In general chat. The one that
Oh.
says moo all the time. Who's that?
I probably have him on ignore.
I'm back.
I thought it was an old guild member, I thought.
Oh, is he doing it again? I've had him on ignore forever.
Alright, so make sure that you give priority to the ads so we can keep them from getting overwhelming. Once we pull her too, we want everyone over in her quadrant. So make sure you're ready to skedaddle over there.
She's got a nice rack.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
She's an evil demon with claws and wings and hooves and horns.
And titties.
She's even...
So's my eggs, but what's the point?
I don't think she's in the least bit attractive.
You know you're into chicks with hooves.
No, not really.
Don't have to buy her shoes.
I don't...
Horseshoes. Sylvanas is a corpse that was reanimated.
And your point is what?
They don't show it in game, but technically the flesh around her eyes and mouth and presumably other orifices is dry and cracked because she's a corpse.
Necrophilia.
Hey, watch it. Zombies can be hot. Look at New Hope and I.
True that.
Well, technically, you're not zombies.
We're undead.
Yeah, but zombies don't have free will. There are zombies in WoW. I do not have impossible standards, I'm just particular. Was it Knuckles that was appalled that my entire wardrobe is black?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is one engagement you will not walk away from.
Alright, let's get these ads down. Keep her over here first. No one should be standing over by the engineer's pod side because we want to keep that clear of mines. Oh. Watch mines under the boss.
Watch your step.
Found one.
I saw him. You're gonna need to move her away from mines. I think my DBM is either broken or not activated or something, because I'm not getting timers at all. Whenever you see whoever's going to be in the pod here, once we're on the engineer.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Whenever you see the fuselage timer coming up, that's when you need to way too many mines. Alright, we need a thing to click on and everyone needs to move up under it. Yeah, I think people got killed by the fuselage.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I wish I wasn't lagging.
Legion, show these weaklings why we are the dominant force in the cosmos. Pathetic.
When you're in the pod, is there a cooldown on the timer for the whatchamacallit? I would recommend putting one down as soon as you get in it, and then an additional 2 as soon as the timer is available. Well, what do you say? One more pull tier?
Don't stand under that.
It's bad.
That was awesome.
Groans.
Nice, New Hope.
Alright, you're gonna have to keep an eye out for Shib Haroon there, Groans, and as soon as you see him come out of the pod, then you're gonna have to click on it and head in. Alright, when we pull her, I'm gonna recommend that we all start on this side of her, and then work our way from there. Because we're getting way too many mines in front of the engineer's pod before we even get to the engineer. And we don't get access to any mine clearing stuff until we're in the general's pod, so we got a while to go before that is available. Alright, I think either way this will be our last pool, so. Oh, did you buy your light forged augment rune there, Mir?
Yeah, I'm close to getting it.
5, 4.
Alright, everyone's
3,
ready.
2, 1.
This is one engagement you will not walk away from.
Legion, show these weaklings why we are the dominant force in the cosmos. I have calculated your odds of survival. 0.
Don't.
I would say you only need to move her if bombs or if mines start to show up around her feet. Alright, more adds up.
0.
I need more people to help interrupt the pyromancer.
Four, three, two, one.
Alright, remember, we do need people to try to stay somewhat close so that we don't get ads that are way away from the boss. Alright, we're gonna need a thingy to group up under. Alright, hurry up, get over here to the shield. Alright,
But I couldn't get over to it fast enough.
I'm gonna have to watch a little video and see exactly what's going on there. It didn't appear, or it appeared over on the far side. Oh, no worries. I figured this boss would be trickier. Alright, well, that'll be our last pull for tonight, so tomorrow we will pick up with the high command here. Good job, 2 bosses down on the first night. Pleased with these results. And as always, I'm pleased with everyone's transmogs. Makes me feel like people care about their gaming persona. Alright, well, thanks for coming tonight, everyone. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Everyone who can make it.